So I'm out at the reserve at Brookhaven, and I'm all the way out in Pensacola, Florida, and this is a D.R. Horton community. We got the pool over here. You know what? Let's take a walk over to the pool while I'm at it. Now this community is going to have a ton of homes for the future. There's a whole section of land all the way down at the end. And I don't know if I'm going to make a driving video, but there's going to be a whole big section of land where they're going to, that's the pool, where they're going to be cutting down the trees and making some room for some more homes. So what's pretty interesting is that they build very differently over here in Pensacola than they do in Central Florida, say Orlando, Tampa, even Naples. The way they build is they're typically using siding, and it can vary. Sometimes it's hardy siding, sometimes it's vinyl siding, okay? Now, something that's very, very popular that I'm noticing in a lot of communities is the brick. So the brick, what they do is they build a wood frame, and then the brick goes around the outside of it. So maybe I'll post up a picture on this video so you could see it, or maybe I'll just make another video where you could see the house that's being built. Rich Noto, Florida licensed realtor, Florida licensed home inspector, Florida Notary Public with loan signing agent certification, your construction trained realtor. And one of the ways that I separate myself from other realtors out there is through construction. I have an understanding of how homes are built, and I help my buyers from start to finish to have very well-built homes. And if you don't know construction, then you definitely want someone on your side that does throughout the process. So that's very important. So I just want to correct what I was saying when I was inside the Beau. Okay. Now the Beau is larger, but it's actually the same, I guess you could say, square footage as the Cali, at least as far as like the floor square footage is. The difference is that the ceiling height is more. It's I believe it's a 9-foot ceiling instead of an 8-foot ceiling, which is what makes it feel so much larger in each room, and just it feels so much more spacious. So I guess it's kind of nice because it fooled me because of the higher ceilings. So at least it was an honest opinion that, you know, if you're going to buy the Cali but you want a more spacious feeling Cali, then that's the way to go. And this house is basically a large version of the Cali, and there's a Cali model over here as well. So you can see what I'm talking about, all the brick. And the brick is typically due to the weather. Very different over here compared to, say, Central Florida, where all you see is stucco and siding. And depending on how the land is sloped, your rear, I guess you could say the covered patio or the lanai, or whatever you want to call it, inside. It's getting too loud. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the lanai when we get back there. So here we have a closet. So again, this is really just like a larger version of the Cali. It's a brand new model too from Horton. Now normally I don't go inside the models to view them before I make the video. But this model I was in already. It was brief, but I was in it. Yeah, so here you can see you got a bedroom. And over here we have a closet. Look at that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put the Cali model on the same video with this, That might be kind of interesting just to see how it compares. Open house. Okay, as you can see, there's another towel closet. And what do we have here? That's probably the garage. It's locked. And here's your laundry room. Another bedroom, and in the Cali model, this is a bedroom that I really like. And I think this one just seems like it's a bigger room. It's a pretty big bedroom. You can see they have this set up as like a yoga room, a yoga gym. Let's see what we have here. Again, here's your laundry room. It's a pretty standard size pantry. Let's go get a light on it. Yeah, pretty standard size. Or maybe a little bit larger actually. It's kind of a big pantry. So in the kitchen, the island is big. Definitely a big island. You can see there's 2 chairs in the space. So you could probably, if you had to squish 4 people, you could. Got your microwave and your oven and quartz countertops. Now, if you don't need a dining room table and you're just going to use the island, then you'd have all this extra room for something else. So this over here, if the land is sloped, then what they do is they build this right here. This kind of like a deck with stairs. But if not, it would just be flat and it wouldn't have the railing. So that's really the difference. So if the land, I'm going to go back. If the land is really flat, then you would not have the railing. You would still have this kind of like covered patio, lanai thing, but you wouldn't have the railing. Here's the living room. And here we have the master bedroom. The garden tub is so nice. This is a really nice one too. There's a lot of space around the tub that you could put a lot of things like shampoo bottles, soap, whatever. And here's your shower. This is like my favorite kind of a bathroom with the separate tub from the shower. Now let's check out the walk-in closet. And here's the toilet in the closet room. So the closet's a pretty decent size. There's no doubt about it. Got a good size closet. And yeah, I like this bathroom, I really do. Nice size tub. Good amount of countertop space next to your sinks, the dual sinks. Master bedroom's a large master bedroom. Yeah, this is what I always like about the Cali and some other homes that are kind of set up like this, where the living room is off, kind of, even though it's attached, but it's still kind of off, you know, doing its own thing. I like that. And this does feel, it does feel better. It feels larger. It just feels more spacious than the Cali does. And then of course over here we have the 2 bedrooms, and we got this full bathroom, which is a pretty standard full bath. So yeah, nice house, great house. I like it. Good layout.